Getting with the business, I'ma be there in a minute. I just booked a Paris ticket, thinking about Brooklyn saying, Hacienda saying, Rio saying, Tokyo saying, down understand.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one stop and play and call him.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player, even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Slim is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's LeBron James. And it's Bogut in at the 5.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone. And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
And here's George for 3. George missing again. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game.
They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Left side, Davis. And Slim picks up the foul.
And, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. Even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Here's Maverick. On the wing, George. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him. Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys.
And Gibson kicks to LeBron. Leonard with the ball. George picks him up. Shot's good by Gibson.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's Maverick. The shot no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. It's Westbrook with the drive. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Westbrook. 7 points for Slim.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And that one's good. Warriors leading by 5. Kicks it out to Leonard. Gibson for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established that athlete. Yeah. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Warriors have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Passes it to James. Back to Gibson. The shot will not go. Good D by Thompson. Here's Maverick. Drains it from beyond the arc. Maverick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Well, get the pass to Westbrook. Elbow shot. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Nobody near George. The offensive rebound. There's the pass to Maverick. Here's the 3. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. 6 points for Maverick.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Cavaliers. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. That's good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pushing it up. Here's Leonard. Gibson dishes to Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's Anthony with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Wayne Wade's checked in for Thompson. And John Wall's subbed in for Maverick. Then for the Warriors, Kevin Durant's checked in for James. Harden comes in for Slim. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. It's Wall with the drive. To the middle. Here's George. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. George has got 8 points. Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will. Now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of... physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Shots good by Durant.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
And George kicks to Anthony. Back to George. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that's 10 points here for George.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade, guarded by Harden. The wide open look here for Anthony. Here's George. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Here's Paul, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Irving's checked in for George. The Warriors also with a sub. Gibson's checked in. And another miss by Cleveland. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Leonard, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Gibson passes to Harden. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Anthony dishes the wall. And Gibson sends it back. Green kicks to Harden. Gibson with it. He's picked up by Wall. And Gibson, here we go. Harden has a wide open look. Hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Irving can't hit.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Harden outside. Outside Gibson. Back to Harden. With 1 on the clock, he hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness.
Woo!
The pressure on him.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Russell Westbrook out there with Slim, and it's LeBron James, and it's Bogut, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Irving for 3. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Durant. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Here's Maverick, defended by Gibson. Westbrook with the steal. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Westbrook's got 6. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
LeBron's shot is good.
Assistant, Kevin Durant.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points for Klay Thompson.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm. And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Here's James, and he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 4 points now in the quarter. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely...
They get it again. Bogut, the pass to Gibson. Knocks down the... Gibson's got 15.
And keep working for those kinds of looks.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut. Down to just 2 points with the bucket from Maverick.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
For 3, Westbrook. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And he gets it to go.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Durant sends it back. Nobody near Irving. No good with the triple.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. George is checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Golden State.
You know, it's interesting. It really had been mostly a cordial relationship between Durant and the media up until last season. And then at the All-Star break, I mean, he had some biting remarks.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Durant's comments during the All-Star break about the media, he might have been right with some of his comments. I don't know, though, that he really was happy that they came out the way they did.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, he made it clear that he doesn't view the media as all that friendly.
A different look now for Cleveland. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Anthony. And John Wall subbed in for Maverick. And then for Golden State, Leonard, he's checked in for Bogut. Harden comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Lillard subbed in for Chris Paul. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Cavaliers trailing. And here's Wall outside. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. Durant attacking. LeBron dishes to Leonard. LeBron kicks to Durant. Harden against Thompson. From the baseline. And the Warriors miss again.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc. And, guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Lets it go with a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey, he's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
And so it's Golden State with it. 4-point game. Lillard against Wall. Harden kicks to Lillard. Cavaliers with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Wall. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest. Man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size. Amazing aerial skills. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Hey, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Thompson passes to Wall. The Warriors pull it in. James has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And now one spot that Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Wall dishes to George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, he could vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all-or-nothing situation at times. He definitely stole some games for Houston in their run to the conference finals. But, man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there. And, you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, 12 turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry a team for stretches during the playoffs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Durant. Slim comes in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lillard. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Wade. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Westbrook kicks to James. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland? And over to Kenny, what did you think about Golden State?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But
that wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George. Then it's Thompson, and there's Maverick, and it's Thompson in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
From deep, George. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook passes to Bogut. Kicks it out to Gibson. Tipped away. LeBron dishes to Bogut. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
And George, here we go. And that one's good. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Gibson with it, picked up by Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. And LeBron with the basket, the assist from Gibson. Gibson's got 5 assists tonight.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Maverick. He's covered by Westbrook. And the rejection by James. Now the Warriors moving it up. James with the ball. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Gibson, here we go. That's good.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State.
Ooh, that's as beautiful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's George finishing it off.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Anthony's checked in for Cleveland. And Golden State also making a change. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. James Harden, he's checked in for Slim. Warriors trail by 10.
James Harden.
Harden kicks to Paul. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Thompson. Draymond Green with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And pushing up is Golden State Warriors again in transition. From deep Harden, and another three for Golden State.
Too much casual effort here. Lackadaisical getting back on defense here, fellas.
And it's costing them. Fast break baskets accounting for 7 of the last 10 points they've allowed.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Paul George. And Golden. On the wing, Harden. 13 points in the game. That's good. Paul with the steal. One-on-one here. Leonard kicks to Harden. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Maverick. And it's off from three-point range.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Well, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Thompson against Durant. Thompson passes to Carmelo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Anthony's got 5.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And Davis, here we go.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Paul kicks to Durant. A good look from Harden. Wide open shot is on the money. Harden's got 10 points in the quarter. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Ball comes in for Maverick. Irving can't hit.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
To the wing right side. No one near wall as he lets it go. Misses the 3. Warriors trail by 4. Harden outside. Fires the 3. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that one's good, Irving.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
LeBron, he's checked in for Golden State. Warriors trail by 6.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Again, the miss by Wall. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Harden with it. He's picked up by Wall. Harden against Irving. Outside Durant, out to the right wing. The shot by Paul, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Wade, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. Well settled for making him earn the free throws.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last. A great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Slim, he's checked in for Golden State. Westbrook comes in for Paul. Gibson dishes to Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. LeBron, shot is off. Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
And he gets the bucket. 14 points for LeBron.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from James. Westbrook drives in. Back to Green. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Anthony. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Anthony's got 7 points. 1 second left. And no good trying to get that one. And a great show through 3. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Warriors trail by 4. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, LeBron James is out there with Bogut. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Gibson in at the 2 spot. Westbrook passes to Gibson. Nobody near Leonard. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors. Here's Maverick. He's covered by Westbrook. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Maverick. Westbrook with the steal. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Here's James. Kicks it out to Gibson to take the lead. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed. Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And Davis sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here's Westbrook. Look at that. Cavaliers leading. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Maverick passes to Thompson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. Plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and then this is even a better game we got going on right now.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Down low. Gibson against Thompson. Launches it, and Gibson sends it back. Now the Warriors moving it up. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Talk about putting something extra on him. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Bogut with it. Picked up by Thompson. A 3 ball. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from James. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Passes to Maverick. From deep. Kept alive. Another shot. Thompson misses.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Shot's good by Gibson.
And there's a pattern starting to... take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to lose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint. And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Outside Westbrook. Gibson against Thompson. Right side Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, here's Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Just a fantastic game for Gibson. He has 23 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And Gibson sends it back. The feed to Westbrook. Now the Warriors moving it up. No luck.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A shot's good on the assist by Jordan.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Here's Maverick. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly. His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
John Wall's checked in for Maverick. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Andrew Bogut. Iguodala gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Wall. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Paul George really making a difference here.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And the Warriors making a change here. Harden's checked in. To the middle. Iguodala kicks to Harden. Golden State moving it around. He feeds it to Leonard. Back to Harden. Fires it up. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jordan. Oh! It's not possible what we just thought was that.
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Iguodala's drive. Back to Green. It's stolen by Davis. On the wing, George. Great D that time from Gibson.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 7 points for Leonard.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
From deep Harden, that one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's 28 points for James Harden. Cleveland leading by 4. Wall dishes to Thompson. Back to Wall. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 14 points and 4 assists.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Harden the pass to Gibson. Back to Harden. Rejected by Wall. Now the dish to George. The 11-footer. That is good. George has got 30 points. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Cleveland.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
Iguodala draws the double. Warriors the rebound. Leonard kicks to Green. From deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good competition, but